interstate cooperation. Such actions erode the rules-based order which international peace and security rest. For Pakistan, this is not an abstract legal debate. Water is the lifeline of more than 250 million people, our nationals, our agriculture, our security, energy production, and economic development depend upon the uninterrupted flow of the three western rivers to Pakistan. Protecting these waters is therefore a matter of vital national interest. Ladies and gentlemen, we sincerely advise India against sowing the seeds of war and jeopardizing the peace and security of our region. We must seek to promote peace in South Asia by addressing all outstanding issues. Pakistan has consistently sought to resolve differences through dialogue, diplomacy, and the treaty-based mechanisms agreed by both parties. We remain committed to these principles because lasting peace can only be built upon mutual respect, sovereign equality, and faithful implementation of international obligations. At the same time, there should be no misunderstanding. Any attempt to deprive Pakistan of the waters rightfully allocated to Pakistan under the Indus Water Treaty would have profound consequences for regional peace and security. Such actions serve neither country and would undermine the shared interest of nearly 2 billion people in the South Asia. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, South Asia faces enough shared challenges. Shared waters should become a source of cooperation, confidence, and regional integration, not coercion or confrontation. The Indus Water Treaty, signed over several decades ago and after several years of negotiations, was meant for best utilization of the available waters in the Indus Basin by both the countries, provided it is implemented in the spirit in which it was conceived, without being tapped in a zero-sum mentality. Pakistan remains steadfast in its commitment to peace, dialogue, and good neighborly relations. We seek neither confrontation nor conflict. We seek respect for international law, faithful implementation of treaty obligations, respect for each other's water rights, and cooperation that serves the interests of present and future generations. At the same time, we will not allow a rightful share of water resources to be misappropriated and will safeguard and defend our rights and interests under international law through all available means. You might recall that after the May 2025 war, and rather after Pahalgam incident, and after the announcement of India to hold the treaty in abeyance, there was a National Security Committee meeting in Pakistan, chaired by Prime Minister Muhammad Shahbaz Sharif. National Security Committee comprises of the civil and military leadership, and they were unanimous in declaring that any diversion, any interruption, and any reduction in the rights of Pakistan vis-a-vis Indus Water Treaty will be treated as an act of war. And we decided this, we mean it, and we will make sure that our rights are not prejudiced or abused. I can say Pakistan has demonstrated to be a very careful country which tried to contribute to bring peace and security in this region. I'm referring to the US-Iran conflict. Recently, you have all observed. Pakistan did its best to bring together on the negotiation table two parties which have never shook hands in the last 47 years. 10th and 11th of April this year, These two countries, we managed to convince that they sat on the same table, direct dialogue, after 47 years. Some countries like our neighbor used to call Pakistan a terrorist country. Pakistan is today known as peacemaker of the region in South Asia, alhamdulillah. This is the country which has been now in the recent Oslo forum. The US envoy said Pakistan has become the net security provider of this region. Pakistan believes in dignity, respect, no matter how small a country is or how big a country is. They're all equal in the foreign policy of Pakistan. We respect them all. The UN Security Council was created for what? For peace and security. And that peace and security is the main responsibility which is being sabotaged by our neighbor through an act of, I would say, illegal declaration of treaty in abeyance. This is not on. It will never be acceptable. We have to work within the treaty mechanism. You just read from one of the speaker, Article 12 very clearly spells out that how this treaty can be changed, how this treaty can be, superseded. It is only by mutual consent. And there's a mechanism, there's a three-tier mechanism in the treaty itself, how to resolve the disputes. So, one-sided, any action by our neighbor, they would be making a mistake. They did make a mistake last year. The Pahalgam incident, Pakistan had nothing to do with it. Within hours, Pakistan Prime Minister Muhammad Shahbaz Sharif made an open offer. And the international community is very well witness to that offer, that we are ready to undergo and agree to any international investigation of the Pahalgam incident, which actually led to their declaration of treaty in abeyance. Could it be like earlier similar incidents in India, which led to 5th of August 2019 by declaring Jammu and Kashmir as part of India, by all of a sudden changing its constitution? So please don't play these mistakes and don't play these dramas. I think we should live like good neighbors. My parliamentary colleague just shared with you, Pakistan has made in the past number of attempts. Obviously, Hina Ruwani Khar Sahiba belongs to People's Party. And earlier she has been a part of Musharraf government. So, we in all sincerity are ready to talk on all issues, what we call composite dialogues, but it takes two to tango. It's not that Pakistan would like to do something and the other side would not take it. They become so narrow-minded that even the sports are not subjected to this Hindutva, philosophy. See the recent elections in Bihar. What happened? 40 million people were disenfranchised and they were deprived to vote. So you see, that is their, internal matters, but I think the world community must take notice of it. It is certainly not desirable. This region houses over 2 billion human beings, and we are all bound by the UN, though that institution was created for such purposes. The UN Security Council main mandate is security and peace. So this is a clear subject which the global community must impress upon in order to have peace in the region. So in conclusion, the Indus Water Treaty is not merely, as I said, a water sharing arrangement, but a vital instrument of regional peace, stability, and cooperation. Let us reaffirm that shared waters must never be weaponized. They must remain a bridge between nations, guided by cooperation, dialogue, and respect for international law, for the benefit of the present and future generations. I thank you all.